to talk about how to buy homes with none of your own cash and none of your own credit. You might have heard this on the late night infomercials. And you guys are going to get the secrets that they charge thousands for. So as Nick talked about, our company has bought over 75 properties in the last 3.5 years. And so I was thinking about that today, and I broke that down. So you buy 75 properties in 3.5 years. That means you're buying about a house every 17 days. It's pretty quick, wouldn't you say? Yeah. And when we started out, we didn't have any real estate experience. We didn't have much cash. Just a little bit of cash. But nothing that you could really start a business. And nothing that you could expect to buy 75 homes in 3.5 years with. So if you've got a goal and you want to buy a house every 17 days for the next 3.5 years, you don't have any real estate experience and you don't have any cash, how the heck are you going to do it? pretty daunting task, wouldn't you say? Well, the ways that you are going to do it is, one, you're going to talk to people who've done it before, and two, you're going to get creative. And that's what we've done. So before I really start talking about the secrets, I want to give you guys my background. I'm close in age with all of you, and I remember sitting in classes just like this, listening to people and trying to decide what I wanted to do. I actually had my mind made up my senior year in college. I really, really wanted to work for this company. And I'm actually going to talk about this company, some not so nice things about this company in a second, so I'm not going to tell you the name. But it's a company here in Jacksonville. It's a Fortune 500 company here in Jacksonville. And I worked my butt off to try to get this internship, which would turn into a full-time position after college. You know, it was hard to get this internship. I put my effort into it, and I got it, and I was excited. And when I got the internship and it turned into a full-time position, I had visions of working there for 30 years. I had visions of being the CFO or the CEO. I knew that's where I was going to be. And I was even excited about it. That was fine with me. I wanted to learn. I wanted to work my way up the corporate ladder. I felt really comfortable and really good about myself in that job. And when I got to that job, I worked there for about 1.5 years total. And my vision of what I thought it was going to be was not there. I went into an experience where there was selfishness, apathy, there was even backstabbing. And this was all in my first year or so on the job. It was horrible. There was no team atmosphere. I'm a big team player. When I go to work, I want to know that people are supporting me and I'm supporting other people. And it was tough. I would wake up every single day knowing, every weekday, knowing that the next 9 hours of my day were going to suck. Not a good experience. So on top of that, I had this one experience at my job that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And it drives me and motivates me to this day. I was doing a recruiting trip for this company at the University of Florida, where I graduated. And a manager for the company, who I never really worked with before, said this comment about me to my boss. I met the guy for like 2 minutes. I had no idea why he made this comment about me. That Gregg Cohen is a terrible representation of this company. But it got to my boss. And I'm going to be honest with you, it hurt to hear that. I've never been a terrible representation of anything in my entire life. So to hear that I was a terrible representation of this, I mean, it shook me to the core. I could not.
How did you know that it's not right?
Well, actually, that's a good question. I'm about to go farther into it. I get a call from my boss, and she brings me into her office, and she says, Greg, so-and-so, actually, she said, somebody made this comment about you. They said that you were a terrible representation of this company. Do you have any idea why? And I said, no. I'm just as shocked as you are. And I said, well, can I talk to the person who made this comment? You know, who said this? I just want to clear up any differences. And she said, you know, sorry, Greg, I can't give you that information. That's terrible. The fact that somebody can have such an impact on my career and remain anonymous really just, man, it still gets me today. You guys can relate, right? Yeah. And so what this also showed me is that if I'm just a lower level employee and people are talking about me like this, people are really making damaging comments to my career and everything good that I'm trying to do, what's it going to be like when I'm trying to get to upper level management or become the CEO? I mean, I can't even imagine all the people who backstabbed me there. So that happened to me, and that honestly was one of the best things that will ever happen to me in my entire life. Because this comment drives me, it motivates me to do great things and to eventually start this company that we did. So I'm really, really thankful for that guy.